welcome to a brand new Mock the Week. I'm Dara Ó Briain and I look exactly the same. Joining me this week are Ahir Shah, Rhys James and Russell Howard, Angela Barnes, Ed Byrne and Sara Pascoe. We start now with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Russell, which category would you like?
World news, please, Dara.
OK, the topic is world news. The answer is 700 billion. What is the question?
Is it, how many careers has Brooklyn Beckham tried?
It is not that, but it's close.
Is it, how many times collectively have we been asked this week, is Frankie coming back?
Is it, how much are TLC paying Dara to do this?
It's how much Dara asked for from TLC before settling on £50 a week and a chance to meet the cast of MILF Manor.
I just like the way they handle themselves.
In what year will old people stop claiming to have fought in World War II?
Is it, how much would you have to pay me to watch my parents make love?
But there is a number.
So now we can negotiate.
Is it, what do our ratings have to be before someone at the BBC admits they made a mistake?
Is it, how many times have I forgotten to finish the Do You Have ADHD test?
Is it, how many messages have there been in the female comedians' WhatsApp group since the David Walliams stuff came out?
Is it, how many stamps you need on your Costa loyalty card before they let you put your mouth under the coffee tap?
You can unlock that mode, can you?
I don't know yet. I'm only on 600 billion.
Is it, how far down the channel list is TLC?
We salute you, those of you who set off an hour ago. No.
I know what's on.
Is it, according to Nigel Farage, how many Muslims are there in every single wheelie bin in this country?
Is it, according to HMRC, how much money is just too difficult to tax?
That was very satirical.
Like, wow, that's relatable content.
No.
Is it, how many David Walliams books are currently sitting in warehouses waiting to be pulped?
None of those are the correct answer. Can somebody give me the correct answer?
Is it the age of consent for a galaxy? You know that stuff.
The idea of like another galaxy coming up and behind it. Does anyone have the correct answer?
Is it, how much would Greenland actually cost the USA were they to buy it?
Thank you very much. Hugh.
It's the chair. It's just the chair.
Total force of habit there, had to say it. Yes, the question I was looking for was how much would it cost the United States if we were to buy Greenland? This is the news that had US President Donald Trump's plans to purchase the Arctic territory gone through, it could have cost the US $700 billion. However, after meeting NATO leaders recently, President Trump rolled back his threats in favour of negotiating a vague framework of a future deal. Yes, before we get on to this, can we just say, look, generally, hello. It's lovely to be back. I hope you're well, and it's a delight to be here. Thank you very much for coming in, joining us here.
Oh, that was it. That was the whole welcome back thing.
OK, I can do more welcome back if you want.
I just wanted to say I feel a bit bad for the viewers because when they brought back Gladiators, they had fit, young, sexy new ones. They didn't bring out the old ones again.
Wolf, what do you want? You get up in the net like, come on.
I do love that we have started as we mean to go on and go, yes, Trump threatening to invade Greenland. But more importantly, let's compare us to gladiators.
This is how long it's been. 15 years since I did the show. I was thinking about this. Last time I did it, Andrew was a prince. Philip Schofield was married. And Ghosting was getting drunk and trying to jump through a wall. Why? And yet you
Everything's
still
changed.
look the same.
I do. I look uncannily the same. Istanbul, baby, Istanbul. Dance every 6 months.
Dara looks exactly the same, but there's actually a portrait of a megabus decaying.
So, how has President Trump been performing on the board today?
Spectacularly. What's astonishing is the fact that he still wants a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he bombed Nigeria, he bombed Iran, he sold weapons to Israel. There's more chance of King Charles becoming a hand model. And he already has a peace medal because he took it from the woman who won the actual award. Like a fat magpie. But his house is full of gold trophies. He's done nothing to win. He's Gary Neville.
I like the fact that he got so confused when he was saying that he was going to buy Greenland and he called it Iceland several times.
Yeah.
So I do think that if we steer Trump correctly, we could persuade him that Legoland is worth 700 billion.
Give him some slack. I still call Iceland Beejams.
What's Beejams?
I'm so old.
What's so interesting to me about it is I didn't realise until I did I've been reading about it because I was going to be going on a topical news programme to discuss it.
Oh, cool. When is that?
And, yeah. I can't even remember what channel it's on.
But somewhere there's execs going, let it go, just stop that. We put a lot of money into the promo of this, including you guys, so just ixnay on the...
Well, I don't know why we take this so seriously. We always treat things Trump says with the reverie of, like, actual news, but he is constantly saying stuff and then not doing it. He is, like... Remember, this is an elderly man. Every other 80-year-old in my life, if they said, I'm going to buy Greenland, I'd be like, let's get you back to bed, Grandad Charles.
It's in a very odd position, Greenland, because the shipping lanes are opening up due to global warming, and yet they're not digging for the oil that's in Greenland to prevent further global warming. I mean, that's shooting yourself in the foot. I think it takes something like Trump. You know, I'm suddenly on Trump's side. Take it and steal the oil and open up the shipping lanes. It's about time somebody said it.
This could be an exciting new direction for Mock the Week.
Yeah.
Instead, we're free of the lefty shackles of the BBC.
And we all take our MAGA hats, and that's the end of the show. Fantastic.
There is something quite fascinating about the fact that we now feel bad for Scandinavians because they're being invaded, which I think technically was always their gig, but their ancestors are going to be horrified. Why don't you fight back? We recycle now. Valhalla is going to be so weird. Did you fight many battles? No, I put the brown bottle in the brown bin. We're different now, Ragnar.
What has Trump set up that could rival the United Nations?
Well, he set up the Board of Peace, but I'm not convinced he wasn't just bored of peace.
It is so on the money as a pun that everything like it's so just there as a pun. That
So bought a piece, I invaded Greenland.
Is this the Peace Board, or is it a photo?
This is the Peace Board. No, these are various members of the Board of Peace.
Oh, I thought it was the 2026 Shit Haircut of the Year award.
But it's not good countries, is it? You know, it's not big names. It's all countries that can't get a look in at the UN, isn't it?
Yeah.
They can't get a word in, and they've gone, we can have our own UN right here in the kitchen.
It's like if you can't get on, have I got news for you?
Yeah, exactly. You just settle for...
I just really like that everyone in that photo looks like a Bond villain from a different era of Bond.
What's nuts about... Have you seen who's actually on the Peace Board?
Yes.
So, Vladimir Putin, Benjamin Netanyahu, Viktor Orban, Genghis Khan, 72 XL bullies and Jeremy Kyle.
If they've invited Putin and they've got Viktor Orban, it's like having Hugh Edwards and Prince Andrew on your PTA.
Yeah.
And a shout out to Tony Blair, who's on there as well.
Yeah.
And presumably walked in and the first day went, oh, I've made a terrible mistake.
And even the country's paying for it. All these countries who are just trying to get a word in, basically, paying $1 billion to be on the Board of Peace, really smacks of paying for extra swipes on Tinder. You know, that'll get me a wife. That's the issue. That's been the issue all along.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
But surely you can just, like, if you just did it quick enough, you're fine.
If you did that, you wouldn't need Tinder.
Yeah.
In other news, what's going on here?
That is Andy Burnham with a mug.
Are we done? Are you happy?
I know that Burnham wants to be Prime Minister, but looking at the two of them next to one another, I just don't know that the country's ready for a change that radical.
They really are chalk and another piece of chalk.
Sorry, this is really rude. I'm just going to... I need to grab my phone and Google who Andy Burnham is. It's been really out of the loop.
Keir Starmer's saying, "Step away, Andy, or I'll release this mouse from my hand."
Can somebody give me the correct answer?
Keir Starmer and Andrew Burnham.
Absolutely, thank you very much, Rhys. This is UK Prime Minister and Labour Party leader Keir Starmer pictured with the Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham. This is a story that at the time of recording, Labour's National Executive Committee has blocked Burnham from standing in the upcoming Gorton and Denton by-election. Why was he blocked from standing?
Well, same reason Hugh's not here, because you feared a leadership challenge.
Don't be ridiculous. I mean, killing Hugh would be so obvious. It must have been somebody else who did it. Defecting to other people.
Basically, at home, Andy Parsons like, "Shit, he's on to me."
Keir Starmer was in a very difficult position because basically either he could let someone who really transparently wanted to take his job get himself into a position where he could go to take his job, or he could not do that. It was basically a committee of, like, am I allowed to fuck your wife? Which Andy Burnham was like, I really want to...
I am very unfamiliar with that committee.
But there is one.
Yeah.
My husband went away for 3 weeks at the end of last year, and when we came back, I've been fixing the curtains. Yeah, no, exactly. You know what I'm going to say? So I've been fixing the curtains, and I left the chair there that I've been standing on. So he wheeled his suitcase back into our bedroom and went, "Why is there a cuck chair in here?" And I said, "What is a cuck chair? Do you know this?" He said, "Oh, it's a chair you sit on."
While somebody else is
Someone consensually gives your wife sexual pleasure, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that says so much about women that you always think about someone else. Not only is someone banging you, but someone's watching and they're comfy.
Yeah. I'd like you not to be sexually humiliated and tired. Would you have to sit down while
exactly.
you're breaking your
You don't want to be on a beanbag. Do you know what I mean? When you... That's my wife. That's my bloody wife you're showing it. Any second now, and you...
I'd imagine the beanbag was too low. Quite low. What's going on? What's going on? I can't see the top of the bed.
It's like she's having a lovely time.
My sciatica's playing up again.
I can't get off the beanbag. I mean, that would knock you off your stride if you're, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, if you're having extra How did we get onto this?
It was Pascoe.
Yeah.
I think King of the North is quite a grandiose title for someone whose main job is sorting out the bins in Salford.
I do think we should let Burnham in because we could do with having a Northern Prime Minister. We've never had a Northern Prime Minister in recent years, right? And we always get shit deals. A Northern Prime Minister is going to go into every trade deal just going, "How much?" The economy's going to be saved. For a cock chair? How much?
You can make me own you, daft bastard.
Make my own cook chair, thank you very much.
You think you're Orange, Donald? Do you want to see my Marie? Come on, love.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Rhys and Ahir. Join us after the break for more Mock the Week. Welcome back to Mock the Week. Now we come to a game called Audience Question Time. This is where we throw ourselves open to the studio audience and invite them to ask us questions on any topic. OK, where's Ruhal? Hey, Ruhal, how are you?
Yeah, good.
There you go. I've got a mic to you there. Mike Ruhal, what's your question?
Which celebrity would you like to run the country?
Because that worked out so well for the United States.
I think Josh Widdicombe, because I think PMQ's the only show he hasn't been on.
But in fairness, he actually sounds a bit like Keir Starmer anyway.
Firstly, Ramesh, just because there'd be more work for me.
Ramesh should still do the other stuff as well. Yeah, and probably do another podcast about running the country.
David Walliams isn't busy at the moment.
I'm going to go completely opposite. I don't have a jokey answer. I just think Kathy Burke would absolutely smash it with a fag.
She would definitely stand up to Trump.
Yeah, and just everyone. She would just talk sense, sort it out, be fair.
Well, on that, I'm going to go Bonnie Blue. Who gets more done in a day? She'd be incredible. She stimulates growth.
Yep.
She'd get appointment times way down, you know, and I think she'd bring back capital punishment, which I approve of.
Could we, seriously, we could go for Martin Lewis.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
for Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert. Love a bit of Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert. Got $3 trillion in national debt at the moment. He'd put that on a 0% balance transfer. That'd be great. About 15 months to sort it out.
Yeah.
All of us pool our nectar points collectively as a country. Free aircraft carrier. If he doesn't like the interest rates at the Bank of England, he just tells us to switch central bank, and you get 6 months of Disney Plus.
That's the winner. Not a bad idea.
I quite like the idea, maybe Graham Norton. And then if PMQs was done with the red chair.
Thank you. We have time for one more. Does anyone have a question? Anyone have a question?
It's
Oh, behind you. Oh, absolutely. Excellent. We are, sorry, sir. Can I get your name, please?
Rufus,
And Rufus, what's your question?
do you think the cuck chair is actually going to get into the episode?
That sounds like...
Rufus, you guaranteed it will now. But take that.
Rufus, have you ever... Do you know any friends of yours that have ever...
We can just assume that Rufus has a general interest in cook chairs.
I think we should add a cuck chair into this format.
Yes.
Just have another comedian who has to sit over there not saying it.
Thank you very much for our audience. Thank you very much. The next round is called Back on TLC. This game involves Sarah and Russell. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And the first subject is ageing. Who wants to spin that? Sarah.
I'm old. So this is relevant, OK? I have to tell you the story of how I ended up having children, because me and my husband, we were told that we tried for years unsuccessfully to have kids, and then we were told by a doctor we probably wouldn't be able to have children biologically. We then did IVF, which, as I'm sure you're aware, is a very long, heartbreaking process. So we are so lucky that it worked for us twice. It's just that now we're not really enjoying it. It turns out that wanting to have children and actually having them are completely unrelated. I'd say the difference between wanting children and having them is like the difference between enjoying a cool, refreshing glass of water, you know, like glug, 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 ah, lovely, and being rained on for the rest of your life. And so I'm having to unpack why it is that I'm struggling so much with being a parent. And I think the main reason is my age, because I had children, you know, at an old age. I had my first baby at 40, I then had one at 42. That's very old to become a mum. And I think it's harder to have children later, because you've had a nice life for longer. You know exactly what you're missing out on because you used to have it. You know, in some ways, I believe it is easier to have kids when you're young and just get it over with. Like, my mum had me at 19. What's she going to miss? Her exams. Nothing had happened to the woman. She's only got one story I'm not in.
Thank you very much, well done. That leaves us with Russell. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And subject is language. Where you go?
Lovely. There's lots of new words for old things. Mindfulness, sitting still. Overnight oats, cold porridge. I'm polyamorous, you're a shagger. We blame animals sometimes with our language. You know the phrase catfish? Someone goes online, pretends to be someone else. Catfish don't do that. They're not in the sea. Shows your tits, I'm a dolphin. That's us. You ever seen a rat snitch? Ever seen a badger badger? Have you ever seen an elephant in a room go, I know? The Daily Mail doesn't know what the word shocking means. It wasn't Prince Harry's documentary shocking. No, it was shit. The Daily Mail doesn't know what the word shocking means. I saw an article the other day that genuinely said, shocking news, can hackers secretly control our hot tubs? How good is your life if that is a cause for concern? Roger, I can't sleep. It's the jacuzzi. We're being hacked. It's the Russians, Rog. I can sense it. Like there's some operative in Moscow. Shall we destabilize their economy? No. Let's make the outside bath less bubbly than they decide. And this article went on. Apparently hackers can control your fridge, your TV, and my favourite, your sex toy. Even if they could, what's the worst that'll happen? You'll have a lovely orgasm, that's it. At the very least, that's a great excuse. I can't stop it, Brian, it's Vladimir Putin. 5 times he's had me doing it today, the KGB bastard! Sit in your chair. The point I'm making... That's the worst that's going to happen. It's not like there's going to be remote-control sex toys leaping out of cupboards, chasing British men down the high street. You're not going to switch on the news. 5 more people were today dildoed to death. The footage is far too shocking, but we do have their final words. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. And help me, Brian, my fanny hammer's gone loco. Here's Jenny with the weather. Save yourself! There you go.
Thank you very much. Well done. Points there to Russell. Well done. Everything back. Join us after the break for more Mock the Week. Welcome back to Mock the Week. Now we play a round called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask to tell me what's happening. So, teams, what's going on here?
Ooh, is this none of our business?
I mean, in many ways, yes, but they drew the line.
Excuse me.
That
You're allergic to loving family.
Yeah. Or are you doing an impression of Beckham because he's got hay fever?
Are you over? Are you all right? Have you recovered?
Not really, no. I think I've got another one up there.
Yeah.
I've been taking cocaine to get me through the Keir Starmer bits.
Is Brooklyn saying, Mum, hands where I can see them?
Lowest scoring team on Only Connect ever.
Is this actually a photo of 4 people and Victoria standing directly in front of Brooklyn's wife?
Has David Beckham got about 72 roses sticking out of his arse?
Yeah, why have they done this at Accident Black Spot?
Yeah. It's a metaphor for the relationship of the family.
They're there so Victoria can roll around in them later like American Beauty and go, is this inappropriate?
That is Brooklyn Beckham in happier times with his now estranged parents, Victoria and David.
That's absolutely right. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right. Yes. Of course it is. Brooklyn, David and Victoria Beckham pictured during, as you say, happier times. The family have publicly fallen out after Brooklyn accused David and Victoria of controlling him in a statement released on social media. What were some of the claims made by Brooklyn?
The big thing that's come out is that apparently his mum was dancing inappropriately at his wedding, which is not shock news for a mum to dance inappropriately at her son's wedding. At my wedding, my mum was grinding up against Greg Davies for an hour. I don't know if you've ever... It was like a bear against a tree. I see a little bit of a dance and my mum going, I'll give you a task, master.
I do think it's mum's prerogatives at a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, my mum wore a white dress to my sister's wedding. And then when anyone asked why, she was like, I paid for it, it's my day.
All the photographs you see of Victoria Beckham, she's standing in that same weird way where she's just like, just ever so slightly. Do you know those toys where you like a giraffe, and you press the button and it collapses? And she's like, someone's just pressed the button in just a tiny bit, and she's going. Take your thumb out. There we go.
So yeah, so they played "We Have All the Time in the World," and then she just stood there and just stood there doing the psychic magnitude. Like, yeah.
I think it's great because for years we've wondered what zig a zig ah means, and now we know it's give a lap dance to your firstborn.
He wrote it all on Instagram, didn't he? In like 3 Instagram
Do you think he
posts.
wrote it?
And I read it, and I just thought, I'm really pleased David Beckham can't read.
He'd be sad now if he could.
It wouldn't.
It'd be a bad day. He'd feel bad
He
about
doesn't
this.
know,
But
really.
what it is mad though, because we know so much about him. Like they sold a photo of him as a fetus, saw photos of him as a baby, as a teenager. We know where he was made. Like, he's called Brooklyn. I'm not called Ford Cortina Howard.
It's like, when will they ever have enough money? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
the Beckhams will have enough money. They don't need to keep doing brand deals and everything. It's different. I'm only here because I want a conservatory.
I'm with Russell. As a stand-up comedian, I am horrified by the notion of somebody minding their personal life.
One of the arguments is that they currently make any money from his name because Victoria owns his name, which is pretty weird. Just the idea of your mum going, whatever you do will be mine.
But don't you think that's a lie that you say to your son if he kept publishing that photography? I think it's a lie they've said to stop him doing the other businesses.
I think it goes the other way. I think he's like an ISIS hostage, and they're just sort of taking photos of him going, I'm having a great time, my captors are excellent. What? But, Dad, I don't know how to cook.
The thing about them owning his name, though, is if they wanted him to sign away... One of the things he complained about is they wanted him to sign away his name, right? But as soon as he signs it, it's not his name anymore. And so he hasn't signed it.
What do you mean?
If you said that to David Beckham, that would kill him.
The look on Dara's face, I did.
And that's Dara. Imagine what he'd do to Paul Beckham. His feet would fall off.
I feel as though I have quite a lot in common with Brooklyn Beckham, because I know you're not called Ford Cortina Howard, but I was actually named after where I was conceived.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, here!
It's a complicated process, isn't it, to estrange yourself from your parents if you're in the public eye, and these days having to post on Instagram and everything. 'Cause in my day, if you wanted to get rid of your parents, you just told them you were gay or voted Labour.
My favourite part of this whole story, though, is that the person that went on the news to sort of expose what the truth is was DJ Fat Tony. That cannot be the arbiter of truth in a national news story. Most people are judged by, like, a select committee or a jury of their peers. And this is introducing DJ Fat Tony. Boo, 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 boo. Victoria, guilty.
Did you see him? He's not even fat.
No.
Can't believe a word he says. No.
I'm beginning to doubt the Tony thing.
Is he now Monjaro Tony?
Celebrity Tony on the decks here.
Has Brooklyn not essentially given them what they want? I mean, they've always aspired to be the alternative royal family. They sit on thrones and all that. And now their son has pissed off with his wife to America and left the family. You can't get more royal family than that.
I think it's a heartwarming story of somebody gaining their independence and being able to turn to their parents and go, no, I don't need your money anymore. I've married more money!
This is what I love, because she has a lot more money than him, and I earn a lot more money than my husband, and I don't think you hear enough from...
Get on your seat!
from us about the benefits of it. Okay, so yes, there's boring stuff, like you pay the mortgage and you pay the bills, but when Lily Allen released her song Pussy Palace about how her husband had another house and she thought it was a dojo, and then she went round there and she found out it's a pussy palace. If my husband wanted a pussy palace, he would have to ask me to buy him one. And I would probably say no.
I'd like that you'd weigh it up first and go...
I think I'd say, I think you'd enjoy it more if you saved up for it.
OK, moving on. Who is the latest defection to reform?
Voldemort.
It's Ed.
He's in. He likes the look of them. No, it's Suella Braverman.
Suella Braverman is good, yes. Then bringing the number of former ministers from Boris Johnson's government who've now gone from Conservative reform to 11.
It's reform.
Yeah, it is
They're gonna
reform the
Conservative Party.
Yeah. It's not reform. I've always read it wrong. I thought it was reform, but it's not. It's to,
No. To be honest, I find this kind of unacceptable, because basically what happened is that everyone sort of ended up having a lot of contempt for the Tories, wanted rid of the Tories, and now those exact same Tories have just moved over to a different party, and they're claiming that it's completely different, and everyone knows it's exactly the same. Like, you can't just do that, right? You can't just get increasingly unpopular somewhere and then jump over somewhere else and act like it never happened, can you, Dara?
Hang on. Am I the Farage or the Braverman in this situation? Or the Jenrick? Who am I in this? And who are you, by the way, in this situation? No. People change, people grow.
Tories, they're losing more members of the House of Lords in a cold winter.
Also, by the way, for a party who preaches what they preach. Reform has some pretty open borders. It's the most free movement promoting party in the world. It's the most free. Are you allowed to do this, though? If you're allowed to just be losing and then claim, oh, no, I'm changing to the other team. Like,
Yes, you are.
If you're playing against Man United and you score an own goal, you can't then be like, but guess what? I play for Man United now. It's a real goal.
And it's not just that it's former Tories, it's that specific group of former Tories from the, like, real dying days dregs of that government. And it's sort of like Reform are now, if a builder came to your house and was like, don't know what cowboys you had round here last time, and it was like, it was you. You're just wearing a different hat. But it is you.
What's baffling is that nobody kind of seems to call Farage in the media. He's still on Cameo. Like, you can't be the Prime Minister and have a side hustle. Keir Starmer's bad, but he's not on Facebook Marketplace.
Does that mean that constituents in Clacton can't get a face-to-face with their MP, but they could pay £25 and ask him to say it in a message?
And
on their birthday.
Yeah, and if their name was Hugh Janus, he would definitely do it.
OK, let's move on to what was clearly the story of the week, if not the year. What has a cow in Austria been recorded doing with a broom for the first time?
Playing Quidditch. Phenomenally well, she caught the snitch.
This is a cow that can apparently pick up a broom.
Yes.
And, well, it says scratch herself with it. It looks like she's just hitting herself with it, which I think she's basically self-tenderising.
We need to make a Milanese out of you. Could you start the process early?
I saw that it was a story about a cow using a tool, and I thought, oh, it's the Beckhams all over again.
It is Veronica the cow. This is Veronica in action. Veronica can use a broom, has evolved, and I don't use that word lightly, but I'm definitely using it, has evolved the ability to pick up a broom and then scratch her own back using the broom.
What they said as well is that she uses the bristles to scratch the top, and then uses the other end for the more sensitive areas.
Yes.
Which I think is quite sweet. But if I was the farmer that looks after this cow, I'd be more worried about why my cow's udders are so itchy.
There's just out of shot in that, there's another cow sat in a chair just...
She really is going at her tender areas there, isn't she? Which makes you think, you know, even a cow's better than a man at finding a clitoris. That's...
You look so dodgy if you were the farmer, though, eh? If you were just filming that going, no, it's for the news.
Well, the dark part of the story is that now that she's learned how to use a brush, the next thing the farmer's going to teach her how to use is a bolt gun.
That's how we end the round. Lovely.
Sorry, do you know where meat comes from?
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Angela, Ed and Sarah. Join us again after the break for more Mock the Week. Welcome back to Mock the Week. We now come to a game called Between the Lines. Features Ed and Rhys. Could you make your way to the press pit, please? Yeah. Rhys will deliver a speech in the guise of a leading figure on the world stage, while Ed will translate what they really mean. This week, Rhys is Prince Harry.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
What-ho, peasants?
It's great to be in England, but I'm loving life in America with my wife.
Help me. I've made a terrible mistake and I want to come home.
It is important I have tight security whenever I visit England.
I'm worried my family will try and kill me.
I am committed to continuing the great work my mother started.
I'm committed to breaking up the royal family and becoming a celebrity.
I had a frank and honest conversation with King Charles yesterday.
I said, shut up, you're not my real dad.
Since giving up my title, people feel I serve no real purpose.
Before giving up my title, people felt I served no real purpose.
My wife is passionate about her role.
She's up for a lead in the reboot of Desperate Housewives.
Climate change is real. We must act.
I'm flying to 42 countries in the next 2 months to raise awareness.
I was horrified when my phone was tapped to reveal embarrassing personal revelations.
Devastating. I was planning to put all that stuff in my new book.
My family will always be welcome to visit me in America.
Apart from Andrew, obviously.
My father, the king, has given me plenty of advice on what to do.
He told me to piss off and shut the fuck up.
Well done, Ed and Rhys. Thank you very much. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So we can make the way over to the performance area. I'll read out this week's topic and then we see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely slogans for British towns and cities.
Glasgow, fucking hello!
Swindon, city of culture. Unfortunately, it's mostly thrush.
Clacton. Don't worry, he's almost never here.
Welcome to London, and enjoy that phone while it lasts.
Bristol. You don't have to live on a barge to look like you do.
Welcome to Luton, or as EasyJet call it, London.
Why are we called Cockermouth? Oh, you'll find out.
Canvey Island, in the world's best island rankings, we're still behind Epstein's one.
Blackpool, because your nan had to be a slag somewhere.
Ever wonder what Cambridge would be like if it didn't have a university? Discover Peterborough.
Want to leave London but not give up your drug habit? Come to Margate.
Come to Yorkshire, where we've got the word the down to a T.
Welcome to Kendal. There's so much to see and do. Oh, you've had the cake already? Oh, yeah.
Visit Croydon and instantly feel better about all your life choices.
Bath. Jane Austen once lived here and we won't let you fucking forget it.
Southampton. The people who left on the Titanic still feel like they made the right choice.
Visit Portsmouth. No? Fair enough.
Hereford. Also for Himmerford. My barrel's straight.
Sarah, do that one again and we'll just both take a seat.
Welcome to Eton, Britain's cunt factory.
Wet Wang. We're a real place. Genuinely, that's our name, Wet Wang. The whole reason we called it that is so people would come here, and no one's coming here. What do we need to do? Wet Wang. What's wrong with this?
Muff. We're a real place. Like, what do we have to do? We're actually called Muff.
Fingering home. Fingering home. Please, we're in Essex. We're on the front of buses. Come on, guys. What's wrong with you?
Shitstorm. It's not a place.
Welcome to Kent.
Oh, thanks.
Not you.
The next topic is unlikely lines from a romantic novel.
As he pulled down his trousers, the look in her eyes told him everything he needed to know. He would never present MasterChef again.
You ride quite well, Mr. Darcy. But has it gone soft? I can't feel a thing.
What about 69? She said, hopefully. No, lady, he said. If you don't get the code right, I can't leave your Nando's.
Treat me like a real woman, she moaned. So he took credit for all her ideas in a meeting.
If I know what love is, it's because of you and the way you're always banging on about it.
Here, John, you see my Vagisil?
Her cleavage was impressive, but he wouldn't let that distract him from finally breaking up with her. He took a deep breath and said, We've made some lovely memories, but I think tits breast we boob on.
Yes, yes, yes! Get more of that inside me now, she screamed. Nigella was taken to the bake-off gig like a duck to water.
She lowered her voice, sultry. Shall we take this to the bedroom, look at our phones for a bit, then go to sleep?
The handsome doctor held the door for her. And they say chivalry is dead, she swooned. No, I said your grandfather is dead.
I wish I hadn't organised that orgy in the dark, she said. I don't know what came over me.
She removed his trousers and underwear and gasped. Oh, it's like a penis, she said, but smaller.
He was too shy to tell her his fetish, so instead he went to the beach and made sure that he got stung by a jellyfish. Piss.
Yeah. I've never done it this way before, he said. Normally it's just me, a rope, and a wedge of orange.
Chapter 10. Details that will make Chapter 9 make sense. The ammonia in urine reduces the pain from a jelly sting. Being urinated on is also a very arousing thing for some people, and we don't kink shame here.
I've had thousands of lovers, but no one like you. Your lips are as red as the blood in my urine.
Can I get some of that urine on me?
Wow, Ron thought. Harry was right. If you used your left hand, it really did feel like someone else was doing it.
As he stared at her voluptuous naked body, curves the likes of which he'd never seen before, he thought, wow, what other images can Grok make for me?
Fuck, I'm moist. I'm proper, like, gushing. Right?
She unlaced her bodice and ground her crotch against his thigh until he could take it no longer, and Brooklyn shouted, Mum, you're ruining my wedding!
At the end of that round, the points go to Angela, Ed and Sarah. And that's the end of the show. This week's winners are Ahir Shah, Rhys James and Russell Howard. Commiserations to Angela Barnes, Ed Byrne and Sara Pascoe. Thanks for watching. I'm Dara Ó Briain. Good night.